Flying gorilla.
In a world where flying gorillas don't exist, there's one gorilla who will change everything. Running Gorilla had a dream where he was flying. Dun dun. Cut. That sucked. Okay, well, why don't we just do it like this? I'm just gonna tell you guys what's gonna be happening and why I like Flying Gorilla and stuff like that. So let me just explain how this is gonna work. Okay, so as you can see, Flying Gorilla is playing right now. You can see him just saving the day with his magical powers, flying through the sky. But I'm gonna talk about some stuff. And it's not just going to be me talking. There's going to be other people. Like, we got a special guest star. We got another YouTuber. We got this really touched man who is very touched by Flying Gorilla. We have a representative from Flying Gorilla talking today. But anyway, so the way this is going to work is that I'm recording my audio right now. And if you don't want to listen to mine or anybody else's or whatever, if you have specific people you want to listen to, go down in the description and there's timestamps for each person. So just go down there and there should be some timestamps for each person. So yeah, if you want to skip or whatever, you can do that. So yeah, let me tell you everything about Flying Gorilla. You guys already know he's our Lord and Savior. He hates the Amish and the Mennonites and stuff like that. And, but let me tell you a story about Flying Gorilla. I don't think I've told this one. Yell at me if I have. But anyway, so one day, Flying Gorilla was just flying across the mountain range, just looking at his beautiful trees that he loved so much. And then he saw it. The most devastating thing he's ever seen in the universe of things. The Amish were cutting down trees. His trees that he lived and grew up in. His childhood tree house was just being cut down by the Amish. And this made him really mad. So he summoned Running Gorilla and Swimming Gorilla and Fourth Dimensional Gorilla and a Black and White Gorilla and what other gorillas? Oh yeah, he also summoned Cool Gorilla, Lame Gorilla, Epic Gorilla, Not So Epic Gorilla, Gorilla Boss, Gorilla Nos. Yeah, all of those basically. And then on that day, Flying Gorilla started the war with the Amish, and it lasted for about 30 minutes to an hour. It was really intense though. They played dodgeball. They played football. They just wanted to see who would win. But what happened was that the Amish were like, "Oh, what is this foot of ball you show me? Oh." And so basically the gorillas had an advantage because they were Amish. So you see, and yeah. So basically, yeah, that's what happened. The gorillas won. The Amish were kicked out. And yeah. So Flying Gorilla is just it's just amazing, okay? And yeah. Just let me tell you something though. This movie is the best thing I could have ever come up with thing that I've ever made. I put a lot of time and money into this. Definitely put a whole bunch of money into this. I sunk at least 20 mil into this project. I'm hoping to get back some of it. It would be amazing if they made 100 mil or something like that. But this movie, we pulled out all the stops. I pulled out all the stops. I'm bringing everything that you like. There's action, there's drama, there's romance, there's adventure. It's a documentary. It's a mockumentary. It's all those at once. It's every single thing. It's a superhero movie, a love movie. It's everything that you could ever want. like, it's historical also, because it tells you the story of how Flying Gorilla and all that happens. Like, this movie, it's amazing. Just you. I don't think you guys are ready for what you are about to see and listen, okay? You're about to hear the stories of people who have been touched by Flying Gorilla. You're going to hear stuff that you never thought you would ever hear in a million years, okay? You won't find this anywhere else in the world, okay? Because Flying Gorilla is so amazing, okay? So just like keep that in mind at all times. That Flying Gorilla is amazing, okay? Because some people like to forget about that, and it makes me so angry. But let's stay on topic, okay? So anyway, Flying Gorilla, he likes to fly through the sky and stuff. Yeah, you guys know everything. Flying Gorilla is amazing. So, yeah. So, I'm super happy about working on this and everything. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I've spent a lot of time and effort and 20 mil into this project. Hoping to get about 1 bill back. That would be amazing. Like, 10 bill would be amazing also. But, like, I really can't wait for this thing. So, yeah. Also, if it sounds like I'm just, like, trying to come up with random ideas, or, like, I don't know what to talk about, that's because everybody on this thing sucks, because they don't know how to make 15-minute videos. I'm just joking. Don't say that to anybody. Everybody's amazing. Okay, so, yeah. Flying Gorilla can fly, and he flies, and he does more flying. But little did you guys know that Flying Gorilla is actually God. I know. Let that sink in. Because I may have just told you a lie, because I just wanted you guys to think that was true. It may be a lie, it might not be a lie. We may never know. Now will we? Yes, we will. We will find out very soon. The end is coming. The end is coming. The end is coming. Okay, listen to what I have to say. The end is coming. Help me. Okay, so, yeah, basically the Amish and everything, they cut down trees. Flying Gorilla doesn't like that. The Flying Gorillas were massacred one time. Like, Flying Gorilla was, like, just living a happy day in his village of Flying Gorillas. And then the Amish came in their Flintstone cars, and it was very scary, because it was like the military had Flintstones cars, and they were just driving in there like, move out, and they were just like throwing hatchets and stuff at the Flying Gorillas. And they burnt down the forest that the Flying Gorillas lived in. Sorry. It's just really sad to think about that. They would even consider doing that to the Flying Gorillas. You know, because, like, who would do such a thing to the Flying Gorillas? I'm sorry. Let me get back on track. So, yeah, basically the Flying Gorillas are, like, really fragile creatures. I don't know if you could tell from that story, but, like, they weren't able to defend themselves against the Amish. They learned over time, though, how to defend each other. They now just fly above them and poop. Like, they fly, like, at least 100 feet above them and just poop, because I think, like, the poop is, like, falling at such a fast speed that it kills them or something. Something like that. Something along the lines of that. Flying Gorilla hasn't really flown into my ear lately, telling me his secrets and stuff. He probably should do that soon, but, like, he hasn't for some reason. You know what? If Flying Gorilla is watching this, he probably is, because, like, he helped to make this and everything. But, like, Flying Gorilla, bro, just fly into my ear. I need you to tell me your wisdom. So, yeah. Flying Gorilla is epicness. Like, he's more epic than Epic Games themselves because they're, like, literally, they have epic in their name. Like, I don't think anything can be more epic than Epic Games if they have epic in their name. Can you guys believe that? Yeah, neither can I. So, like, Flying Gorilla is, like, the most epic thing on the universe that you'll ever encounter. Because everybody encounters Flying Gorilla at least once in their life. Yeah, I know. Pretty cool. So, what else could I talk about? We recently hit 20 subscribers. That's nice. I thank you all. But I should really be thanking Flying Gorilla for making this even possible for me. For, like, just, Flying Gorilla is my 5th video on this channel. And I think without Flying Gorilla, I wouldn't have made it anywhere. I would be a nobody with, like, 2 subscribers. One would be my mom and one would be my alternate account. So, yeah, like, that's, like, super sad. But, like, thank you so much, Flying Gorilla, for this. You truly are amazing. So, I'm really happy because Flying Gorilla is happy. Because just look at him. He's doing rock and roll. Oh, he stopped rock and rolling. Okay, and now he just died. No. But don't worry. He died again. Okay, never mind. Maybe we should worry about him. Okay, maybe he won't die this time. Let's see. Flying Gorilla, can you fly? Ooh, dodge that, oh, ooh, dodge that, move over there, go over there, move right there, go over there, yeah, move there, yeah, you know what you're doing, Flying Gorilla, and hit those, break that, do that, okay, so maybe Flying Gorilla is handling himself now, we don't have to worry about him, so Flying Gorilla is amazing. I really like Flying Gorilla. Flying Gorilla can fly through the sky. That just reminded me of a song. You guys want to hear it? 3, 2, 1. Oh, Flying Gorilla, he will save you today. Oh, Flying Gorilla, he shall save you too. Oh, Flying Gorilla, oh yeah. Flying Gorilla, oh, Flying Gorilla, Flying Gorilla, Flying Gorilla, he is so beautiful, yeah. Flying Gorilla, so beautiful and majestic, oh yellow, flying through the sky. And so yeah, that's basically my Flying Gorilla song. I didn't write it. It's just amazing. I think it's really cool. Oh my gosh, look, it's purple water on the screen. Okay, besides the Flying Gorilla, I think died. No, this is so sad. Oh, he's back. Okay, never mind. So Flying Gorilla is so amazing because Flying Gorilla is like your dad, but not your dad at the same time because he could fly. So, yeah. I can sing another song about Flying Gorilla. You want to hear it? Oh, 3, 2, 1. Flying gorilla on the mic. Flying gorilla on the mic. Flying gorilla on the mic. Flying gorilla. He's on the mic. Flying gorilla on the mic. Oh, oh, oh. 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 Flying gorilla on the mic. Ho, ho, ho. So yeah, that's the other song I heard about Flying Gorilla. It's pretty amazing. If you guys don't have the Flying Gorilla, the game downloaded, then you guys are like really doing something wrong with your lives or something. Because like, I think everybody should have the Flying Gorilla game downloaded. Because it's like the best game in the world. So yeah, you guys should download the Flying Gorilla game. Because it's the best game in the world. Because it's a biblical game. Because it teaches you everything about the Bible and how, like who wouldn't want to learn about this? It's like Flying Gorilla. He's so amazing. Is he not just amazing? I think he's pretty cool. Yeah, he's really epic. I really like Flying Gorilla. Flying Gorilla, like, once saved me from something. You want to know what Flying Gorilla saved me from? Let me tell you what Flying Gorilla saved me from. Flying Gorilla saved me from a tree. Because, as you guys know from my Socks on Fire video, because you all definitely watched that, at the beginning I said, I like climbing trees. And, yes, that is true. I climbed into a tree that was about a mile and a half long. Tall. And when I got up there, I'm like, whoa, it's so cool. And then I see like a silhouette of something inside the sun. I'm like, what's that thing? And so I'm like, are we getting attacked by the moon or something? And then I slipped, and then I realized, it's Flying Gorilla. And he went, and he grabbed me before I hit the ground. He's like, and it's like, and so yeah, basically that's what Flying Gorilla did. He saved me, and it was pretty cool how he did that. I really like how Flying Gorilla saved me. If it wasn't for Flying Gorilla, I'd be dead. And you guys wouldn't have YouTube videos of mine to watch. And I bet you guys would all be sad because you guys wouldn't have any of my YouTube videos because I'll be dead. So yeah, that's basically how Flying Gorilla saved me. What else has Flying Gorilla done? I can't really think of anything else Flying Gorilla has really done. Flying Gorilla can show you the way. But you didn't know that. He can show you the way. Because Flying Gorilla is the way. Did you know Flying Gorilla is the way? I bet you didn't know Flying Gorilla is the way. I should really stop saying the way. So, whoa, I just dropped my phone, but that's okay, because I'm a cool dude in my bathroom. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Okay, on to the next person now. Bye.
Howdy ho, people. Today we are going to be talking about Flying Gorilla and the greatness of this game and some other fun little facts I have for you. First, do you see how majestic this beautiful gorilla is? Because I sure do, and I have to say, it is very gorgeous. Now, on to the facts. Did you know Cheetos was made by accident? Cheetos was definitely made by an accident because they had a machine that they used to make cow food, okay? And that cow food was not edible. Well, it was edible for people, but it didn't taste very good. And sometimes in the machine, when it got hot, it got stuck. So the way they unclogged it is with cheese. And then once they unclogged it, the cheese came out, and the cheese was hardened, and that's like what the crunchy Cheeto looked like. And that is how the Cheeto was born. And then after that, the guy who made that discovery took them home one day, took some home to sample, and he put Mexican like spices on them, and there's the hot Cheeto. And hot Cheetos were originally, well, they could potentially be high class food if you think about it. Because if you think about it, like, yeah, high class food, hot Cheetos. What would hot Cheetos and sushi taste like? Oh, that'd be disgusting. Have you ever put hot Cheetos in a Taco Bell burrito? Oh my gosh, they're delicious. Next time someone here goes to Taco Bell, get a beefy Frito burrito and put some hot Cheetos in there. Oh my gosh, it's amazingness right there. And tacos too. Those are good with hot Cheetos. What's your guys' favorite kind of taco? Mine is probably Taco Bell's burritos. That's my favorite taco. My favorite food of all time is probably a burrito. Also, again. And if you think about that fact there, burritos are very delicious. And did you know Albert Einstein's favorite food was candy? I didn't know that either. I just Googled it. I don't know if it's real or not. Could be fake, but yeah, I just Googled it. So yeah, that's his favorite food. And some other stuff I have to say is, did you know albino animals are white? Some albino animals can be black, because there is possibly a black lion out there. Now that we're on the topic of albino, have you ever seen an albino person? It makes sense because they're humans are mammals, and some animals are mammals. If they can be albino, then we can be albino. So that makes a lot of sense there. What else should we talk about? Have you guys heard about the new PlayStation 5 or Xbox One? Xbox Series X. Those things are hard to get. Very difficult. One time I went in the store, there was none in stock. I couldn't believe that madness. Okay, also, I just got a new pug painting. It's pretty majestic. Looking at it now. Bright, colorful, orange background, bunch of different colors. Yeah, pretty majestic. Got a nice new PlayStation 5 though, and a set of Pokemon cards. Don't you just love sitting down, looking at Pokemon cards, drinking popcorn, and eating tea? I don't like tea. Tea's nasty. But people may like tea, and that has nothing against you, the people who do like tea. So if I have offended you, I am sorry. But tea is just not my favorite. Okay then, well now that that's settled. Okay, the tea situation is settled. So that means now we will talk about Pokemon. Have you guys ever played with Pokemon cards? Pokemon cards are very, very gorgeous creatures. Did you know that? Like Pokemon cards, I sold one for $100 recently, because that's how rare they can be. And that's how awesome this Pokemon cards is. And did you know the National Pokemon Cards TFA place? They are like professionals. I knew that, but did you know that? Think about that. That's right, you think about that. Have you guys ever seen The Cat in the Hat? Not the cartoon, the live action one. I forgot the guy who played the cat, but he was funny. There was a lot of jokes in that movie. That was really funny. Okay, since we're in the topic of movies, let's talk about Deadpool. Deadpool's pretty cool. Fun fact, Deadpool's actually my favorite. He's actually my favorite Marvel character. My favorite DC character, I would have to say, would probably be between Deathstroke and Zoom. It's one of them two. Let's see, my favorite video game, probably Minecraft or Call of Duty. It's one of those couple, I'm not 100% sure. God of War is fun too. The new God of War game is pretty interesting. And do you know what Funko Pops are? Funko Pops are really cool. Like, I have a couple of them. I have some Deadpool ones, Dragon Ball Z ones, and I have one of Stan Lee, which is pretty majestic. I got a bowl of Chex Mix over here. It's pretty cool. It's just sitting here, really, just an entire bowl of Chex Mix. It's been here for like 2 weeks. I don't really want to eat it right now. That's why it's been here for 2 weeks. It's because I'm not really wanting it. So if anyone wants some Chex Mix, just let me know. You'd have it. 2 weeks old. Still tastes good. Charizard is my favorite Pokemon, since we're getting to the Pokemon's speech. Pugs are my favorite animal. Well, they're not my favorite animal. Pugs are my favorite dog, but foxes are my favorite animal. Gorillas are pretty cool too, just like the flying gorilla you see right now. Oh, he dodged that like a beast. Did you see that? He's zooming through that water. That flying gorilla is majestic. Oh yeah. You go, flying gorilla. Okay, back to the topic. Where was I? Do you guys like giraffes? Fun fact, giraffes are not, like, very friendly. Well, some of them are. Wild ones aren't very friendly. But they are herbivores. Did you know that? I didn't. I knew that because herbivores are cool. And that's what herbivore means. Herbivore, for those of you who don't know, is something that only eats plants. Nothing else, just plants. Carnivore is something that only eats meat. And omnivore is something that eats meat and plants. Which in my case, I'd say I'm probably an omnivore. Because I like meat and I like plants. Have you guys ever eaten a dandelion? It's delicious. Don't try it at home, kids. Okay. Have you ever seen a water hot dog? Certain people, they're weird. They call them cattails. They're usually next to, like little lakes and stuff. Weird people call them cattails, but I call them lake hot dogs. I bit into one time. It was disgusting for some reason. Probably because it's been outside too long. But it was pretty good though still, so yeah. Good old lake hot dog. You should try one sometime. If you're a small child, I don't suggest it. If you're older, I do suggest it. Because it tastes delicious. Okay, have you guys ever had a dog? I've had dogs in the past, but I've never got to keep any of them. At this exact moment, I have a dog. Her name is Jeannie. She's pretty cool. She's like a white chihuahua. She's a pretty majestic creature. Sorry, I took a pause there. I got distracted. But yeah, she is a white Chihuahua and Pug mix. It's pretty cool. If you heard that ding that just happened, that was just nothing. Don't worry. Yeah, that was a Facebook notification. Sorry about that. But there's nothing wrong with Facebook notifications. Because Facebook, people say it's for old people. But I myself use Facebook every day. It is not just for the elderly. It is for all generations of human beings and mankind. Because it is cool. Facebook is too cool for school. Think about that one. My grandpa told me that one. It's pretty ironic, but Facebook is pretty cool. It's nicer than you think it would be. I do like it a lot. And it's just amazingness, you know? It's just greatness. I actually forgot what I was talking about. Sorry about that. I completely forgot what I was just talking about. So since I can't remember, we're going to go to a new topic. What should we talk about now? I have a sign on my wall that says Andrew Avenue, because my real name's Andrew. My current name's AJ. Yeah. Pokemon Deluxe Handbook. I have that too. It sits on my wall. Doug the Pug. He is the greatest man pug thing ever to exist. Have you ever heard of Doug the Pug? If you have, Google it and watch it. He's on Facebook too. He's not old. Think about that. Doug the Pug is a majestic creature because he is beautiful and he is my friend. He is my friend till the end! Okay, well, I think I've talked enough. My mouth is pretty dry, my amigos, my people, my home dogs. So, I'm gonna pass on the microphone to another fellow compadre. Let them tell you some interesting things. I'll be listening in, too, don't worry. So, peace out. Let's get the next guy on here. Or gal, I'm not sure. I can't tell. You'll know whenever you hear the voice. I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl. Okay, bye.
Okay. Hello. My name is Sploot. But you didn't know that. I need to talk about something that has completely changed my life forever and completely changed the course of who I am, where I'm going with life. I don't know. You know that game Flying Gorilla? Very underrated game, loved by Nicholas, loved by me, loved by all these other amazing folk in this video. It's an amazing game. Did you know that it talks about the story of Jesus and how he flies through the river, the gorge? He flies in a T-pose, in a fucking T-pose, like he is on the cross. He flies like Jesus did that, didn't he? It's basically a biblical game at this point. It's such an amazing game. He collects piggies. No, he avoids piggies. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game in a while, so I forgot. He doesn't kill them. He dodges piggies. He gets coins. And then he gambles. He gambles. That's amazing. He gambles. That is so cool. I gotta take a drink. Bless Flying Gorilla. He gambles all of his money away, his earnings, just to help other people. He gains more people on his quest. He gains a man, a different gorilla, another gorilla, a different colored man, What more could you want? It's such an amazing game. It is so good. It's so good. In fact, let me pull up a song right now that inspired me to play Flying Gorilla.
Ooh, ooh, gorilla, gorilla, monkey, monkey, ooh, ooh, I'm a gorilla, ooh, ha, fly through the sky, kill all the bad things, make me fly, ooh, ooh, gorilla.
It's such an amazing song. I didn't write that, by the way. I found it somewhere else. Some other amazing individual found that. It is so good. Like, it explains the game completely. It explains how good it is. It's not just a game. It's more than a game. It helps you discover God, aka Flying Gorilla. And it helps me discover who I am. I'm not saying I'm gay from this game, but if I was gay, it would probably be this game that helped me. But okay, this gorilla, Flying Gorilla, helps you learn about the three wise men. They all fly through the sky at Mach 1, hoping to not hit bridges, and they gain wisdom and spread it on to others, and they're like, if you fly into the bridge, you die. And everyone's like, oh my god, I didn't know that. If I fly into a bridge, I die? Oh my god. There he is. Flying Gorilla outside my house?
My boy.
No way. If I remember to, I'll take a picture of Flying Gorilla outside my house. He's giving me a big fat thumbs up. I'll remember to take a picture. If I forget it, yell at me in the comments. But let's play a song for you. I'll tell you a story. Now, once upon a time, Flying Gorilla came to my house. He walked in, he ran through the door. He said, "Boy, have you tried out my brand new game yet?" I said, "No, Mr. Gorilla. What game is what? Please, tell me this game." He sat me down. "This is a game where you fly through the sky and you collect coins and dots. You can use said coins in the shop, buy you a big toy, maybe gamble. That's the main use for the coins. Do you want to gamble?" "Yes," I said. "Here's the gambling machine. How many dots do you have?" "I have no dots, Mr. Gorilla," I said. He gave me the game. I collected so many dots, gambled away everything, and I got so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Gorilla. It's a pleasure meeting you. And that's my Mr. Gorilla story. He came into my house and gave me a big fat hug after that. He went and gave me a hug. Basically one of the best people I've ever met. Gorillas, actually. One of the best gorillas I've ever met. Basically, Flying Gorilla means so much to me. The different skins, the different men, gorillas, other things. It tells the story of many who are too afraid to tell. I don't know how to put it into words, but it basically helps people. It helps them tell their story, come out, do amazing things. Maybe you wanted to come out as a Mr. Heater, vent-free, blue flame, 30,000 BTU blue flame propane heater. Maybe you wanted to come out as that. Flying Gorilla will teach you the guidance to come out as that. Or maybe you're trans. That's cool too. You're really cool. But all I have to say is thank you, Flying Gorilla, for what you've done. Thank you for the many people you've helped. Thank you, Flying Gorilla. Now, on to the next person.
Hey guys, my name is Pharaoh Friend, also known as, aka Fake Identity, Isaac Irvin. It's weird, isn't it? Weird fake identity. Minecraft is great. And you may be asking, how did the world, begin? And I'm going to tell you. The world started by me, playing some ping pong, and, some of my balls got loose, and they fell on the ground, and I tried picking them up, and I accidentally tapped on a button that says create a new solar system. It's like a guitar pedal, except for a little bit different, and I accidentally clicked on it, and it created this solar system, so you can thank me for that. And if you're asking who made the Great Pyramids, and I gotta tell you, aliens, okay? Aliens. So, now let's talk about Flying Gorilla and how amazing that game is. Flying Gorilla, which is the greatest game of all time, is about a gorilla and you fly, okay? And you just try to beat your high score, and that's about it. Now, let's talk about our ritual song. Our ritual song is kind of based off Scooby-Doo, which is another Pharaoh, but not as high level tiered as me. Actually, he's not really a Pharaoh. It's just the greatest TV show of all time whenever I was a little tiny child watching him solve all those mysteries. Holy frick, man. And by the way, if you didn't know this, I'm 16 billion years old, so it's quite old. But anyways, our ritual song goes like this. Rut-ro raggy ree-ee-ee, rut-ro raggy ree-ee-ee, rut-ro raggy ree-ee-ee. And you just gotta sing that for about an hour to an hour and a half. And you should sacrifice an animal or something that you love, like maybe your parents. And while you're singing that, you'll get what you want, which I think is pretty great. Also, I love all the goats, bunnies, and for some reason, a whole bunch of Karens, which I don't really understand, but it's okay. Now, we're going to talk about the greatest console of all time, the Xbox. Yes, I have an Xbox. That's about it. I'm just kidding. Xbox players are superior compared to PlayStation players and Nintendo Switch. I have all three of those. So, if you say I suck, I get one of my Uno reverse cards out of my unlimited collection. And since I get one out of my unlimited collection, then you will be the worst player of them all if you say I suck, because Minecraft is great. Now, let's talk about my social stuff that you need to follow, okay? On Xbox, my gamer tag is lowercase WV space all uppercase Dragonfire, okay? Then on Twitch, it's WV Dragonfire 16, and on YouTube, it's WV Dragonfire. It's the exact same as my Xbox gamer tag. So you should go follow me / subscribe on all of those, because I'm Pharaoh and I make Pharaoh tier content. So it's almost as good as PewDiePie's, but I'll let PewDiePie stay above me just because he's great, okay? if you haven't subscribed to PewDiePie, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I would say kill yourself, but don't, because that's just sad. Okay. Now, let's talk about Oculus Quest 2. If you have an Oculus or like a Facebook account connected to a VR headset, add me or post in the comments your like name and everything, and I'll add you as a friend on Oculus, and we can play games, and you'll be able to play with your amazing Pharaoh. And if you don't have Xbox, but if you have Xbox, we could play more. And I used to be in semi-pro team in Call of Duty, so if you play Call of Duty, I can carry you. And I can also carry you in Rainbow Six Siege. If you suck, don't worry. Minecraft is great. But anyways, those games are amazing. And I have 166 games because I'm Pharaoh and I have an unlimited supply of storage. Just kidding, it is limited to about 9 terabytes. Anyways, now let's talk about lava lamps and mini fridges. If you don't have a lava lamp, I don't know. I don't know what you are, because one night I stood up for about 8 hours just staring at my lava lamp, and I didn't get any sleep, and I fell asleep on the bus. So it's a good thing to have a lava lamp, but yeah, don't stare at it for 8 hours, because who does that? No loser does that, because only pharaohs do that. Got him. And now let's talk about mini fridges. Mini fridges are the greatest invention of modern time besides Xboxes, okay? And internet, because I don't know how to survive without that stuff. But mini fridges keep your food/beverages cold in your room. And if you're not allowed to have them in your room, then just sneak them whenever your parents don't know. So yeah. Minecraft is great. And now that Minecraft is great has been announced, for the next 2 minutes and 56 seconds, I'm going to sing our ritual song. Rut-row raggy ree-ee-ee, 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 Rut-row raggy re-e-e, 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 rut-row raggy re-e-e. Alright guys, I guess that's enough singing for now. And I think I've been talking long enough, so I'm gonna give this to the next person after this final message. Rut-row raggy re-e-e, rut-row raggy re-e-e, rut-row raggy re-e-e, rut-row raggy re-e-e. Minecraft is great.
Hi, my name is Eli, and today I'll be answering some of the many questions about Flying Gorilla.
And you know who I am. I'm Nick, and I'm going to be asking something that some people have, and you're going to be answering, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, people are wanting to know, how is Flying Gorilla able to support RTX this early on? Hello?
Modernization.
Really? Wow. I can't believe it.
It's amazing what we can do with the modern new tech. It is truly just amazing. See, now, 5 years ago, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Back when Flying
Flappy Bird.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so another question is that people have is, how are people able to get the quality that they have been supplying us with recently? Like, those new graphics, the retextured everything, people have been, like, enjoying those. They've been, like, going crazy about those. Can you explain a bit more about those?
Yes, we actually have spent many years developing, because our lab scientists knew that this day was coming, and Samsung actually came to us back in like 2018 when they were first testing their OLED technology and said, can we test our technology on your game? Because it had such good graphics, but they just ran so awful on these old screens. But now, it runs so beautifully now that we have the technology available publicly for these to run so beautifully, and we can show off all of that work that our scientists did for many years. Next question.
Some people deny that Flying Gorilla has graphics. And I know the answer, but, like, I just need some clarification. Like, isn't it because Flying Gorilla is so ahead in technology? Like, it's so advanced that the, like, modern day equipment can't keep up with it? Is that not why?
As I said on the last question, it is truly that modern day screens cannot support the modern graphics. And our developers have been working on a stronger, faster running game designed to induce more seizures than the current one. And they have been running to try it out, but we just currently do not have the power. We're pushing every computer. We've had the best the graphics cards and RAM cards and everything, but we can't push it hard enough. We're pushing all of these to their limits, but we can't get it faster. And that's something we really plan on doing as AMD and Intel release faster processors and like GTX runs faster cards and things, is to get this game out running and faster.
Okay, I read an article online from Real News 69, and they said that you guys were launching your own Flying Gorilla satellite. It's in the shape of Flying Gorilla into the orbit, because you guys think that you guys are going to have to be making the new PCs from now on if they aren't able to run Flying Gorilla. Is that true, or is that just fake news?
It's actually somewhat true, and I guess it's got lost in translation, but you're launching satellites because the internet just does not run fast enough. Internet and cell speeds just do not run fast enough to run this game.
And so
and that is something we've launched.
And so you guys are going to be providing this free, of course, for the people who download Flying Gorilla. That is free.
Yes, free of course. Free of course for any people that download Flying Gorilla and use it on a daily basis.
So you're not.
We have also designed a system.
You're not going to pull a Rocket League here and make the game free, but add a whole bunch of buying stuff.
No, we claim to have no more in-app purchases, and
Like the only
we claim to keep it that way.
free one, the ad-free in-app purchase, where you can purchase.
Yeah, it's that because I mean we are a company and we are launching satellites and providing our service for free, so we might have the occasional every once a year. You just have to watch a video to get a new character or something, but it'll only be like a 15-second video. You'd be surprised at how much we get paid off of those. So, but also we're launching satellites to compete with Verizon and AT&T and all these companies. They just won't run fast enough for our lighting. And also, we've thought about hackers trying to hack into the system and get our free, fast, super fast 8G cellular signal. And any time that happens, any time that we've detected a breach, the satellites will actually self-destruct, and then we will launch a new one to replace that one. So then it kind of stops the free passing. So we can provide our service for free, so we're not just giving it out to anyone.
Okay. What do you have to do about the alleged inappropriate ads that have been recently been shown on Flying Gorilla Mobile? What do you have to say about those?
You know what? I'm gonna pass on this one.
Okay, you're gonna do a hard pass on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That scandal is still under investigation. We cannot release any information at this time.
Oh, okay, I see that. Okay. Well, what about... Okay. So, you guys clearly know the effect Flying Gorilla has had on people's lives, right?
Yes.
Like,
And I've heard some of the stories of...
This dude is, like, saying, like, he was preaching about Flying Gorilla and how you could, if you ever need help coming out about anything, like, literally anything, you could be anything, you just go to Flying Gorilla. And that's literally he was preaching about that earlier in this movie. So, I was just wondering, how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel a bit awkward about that people are really worshipping your app? I worship it, personally. Like, what do you guys feel about that?
I mean, everybody has their thing, and that's just great that people are showing that kind of respect and love for this app. And we've spent so long on it that that's not really what our intention was originally, but we'll keep it. We're not going to start screaming at people and get off our lawn. But that is something that I've heard as missionaries. Like, I've heard missionary stories of them going and spreading the good word that the Flying Gorilla Savior has come. And if that's something they want to believe in, if that's something that they want to believe in, I mean, we can't really say, because it's public, we can't really say that that's the best belief system, but it kind of is. But, like, that is, if that's what their religion is, that's what their religion is.
No, I understand. You don't have to explain. I think everybody here gets it. Legal reasons. We've all been through it. So, not that many people know about the original game before Flying Gorilla. Because not many people know that Flying Gorilla is a sequel, actually. Like, obviously you knew, because, like, you represent the company and everything. But, like, Running Gorilla, like, you guys, like... So, it's like Running Gorilla is the original one. And in the description on the App Store, it literally says, Flying Gorilla is a dream from Running Gorilla. Like, where he's flying. Does that mean that Flying Gorilla isn't real? Or is it that the dream has manifested itself into something real now?
I honestly believe that it is. I mean, I'm just a representative. I didn't spend days in our labs when that game was, because I was just hired in the past couple of years. But game, as I've heard from our 3-year history course we have to go on, it really means one company. We learn the history of this company and from when it's begun. But from what I know and what I've been told over the years by other programmers and designers, everybody that made this game, they've said that it is kind of a dream that has come to real life and has become real. And I can't bullshit that one up. Now it's hard to bullshit.
3, 2.
Alright.
Okay. I understand. No, continue. I know that you're getting a bit emotional. It's like very hard for you, especially recently with those alleged, like the new investigation and everything.
Don't talk about this game. I mean, yeah, so those allegations, they were pretty hard hitting our company. We lost a lot of sales.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, Flying Gorilla, bless Flying Gorilla, I guess. So,
Yeah.
like, but anyway, it was nice talking to you. Thanks for listening to all those amazing people throughout this video for today. But now, it is time for our special guest star.
Yo, what's up, bro? I'm Matthew Wright, and whoa, hold on. Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Well, hello. I'm Matthew Wright, and welcome to Matthew Wright. I'm introducing myself. And Nicholas Winter asked me to make an audio recording for about 15 minutes long and introduce myself, and then talk about anything I want to talk about. So, I'm gonna talk about my life. So, one time on June 26, 2000, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was born. And when I was born, I was a plump little baby, and I had a cute little baby butt. It was squishy and tushy and white like every other baby in the world, but I was a crybaby. So as soon as I came out, I was crying, and I wanted my mama, and I had a full head of hair. So much hair. The most hair you've probably ever seen in your whole entire life on a baby. And it was weird. But then, I lost it when I was about 2 months old, which is even weirder. So that happened, okay? And then I grew up, and I went into my first house, and I don't remember anything about my first house, but it was in St. Albans, West Virginia, okay? And that's about it. That's all I remember about my first house. And then my second house, when I was about 6 months old, we moved to Woodstone Drive in Tays Valley, West Virginia, okay? And I grew up there until I was about 12 years old. And let me tell you, I had a time there, ladies and gentlemen. I had a time. It's where I had my first doggie, Chloe, and it's where I lost my first tooth. It's where I slept every day for my whole entire life. It's where I cut my lip open with a sword. That's another story. Pretty cool story though. I had a sword and I was playing with it, and I was in a tent, and someone pushed a tent over in my backyard, and the sword flew up in the air and came down and sliced my lip open. Well, that was actually a quicker story than I thought it was. Back to the basics of what I'm talking about, though, ladies and gentlemen. Me, I'm the focal point of the story right now. Okay, so I'm a little boy in Woodstone Drive in a yellow house with black shutters, a black front door. Okay, and let me tell you, I learned how to play Guitar Hero there. I learned my ABCs and my times tables and my addition and subtraction tables. And all the other tables, carved many, many pumpkins there. I met some of the best people I've ever met in my life there. A lot of great folks in Woodstone Drive. When I was around 5 or 6, that's when I met my first love, which was football. Oh, how I love football. Me and the neighborhood kids would play football, and I'd tackle them, and they'd cry because I was a great tackler, and I hurt them. And I didn't hurt them on purpose, but, I mean,
I'm just a very kinder and tender soul, so when I would tackle them, I'd usually cry after because it made me sad. I just watched some girl litter. You littered, lady! I watched you get out of your car and you littered! Some lady got out of her car and she littered, and I watched her kick the bag of trash. She felt it on her foot, but she's no. It's fine. It's not fine. We need to save. Well, we don't need to save the planet. Jesus saved the planet. But pick up your trash and throw it away, because it's just gross to have trash laying about. You know? Yeah, y'all know. What was I talking about? Football. Love football. And then I played football for a very long time. Okay. And I just kept playing football outside, and I met Maverick and Ryder and Carly and Riley and Colton Jones and Jacob Reed and Emily Reed and all these great, great people that I'm still friends with today. And we used to play when I got older, around 7, 8, 9. We used to play hide and spotlight all the time, all throughout the neighborhood. And I would go down to Brian and Sharon Lake's house, okay? And when I would get to Brian and Sharon Lake's house, I would hide there, and I would always win spotlight because no one would expect me to be in that house. And they were in their young 20s, so it wasn't weird. It wasn't like I was going to like some random like old people's house and they were making me cookies, but they would always make me chocolate chip cookies, and I'd eat the cookies and they were delicious. And then I would be like, all right, it's time for me to go. And everybody would be like, where have you been hiding? And I was like, I can't tell you, because if I told you, then I would not win every single time. You know what I mean? And I like to win. Nicholas Winter can tell y'all, I like to win. Anytime at camp, we're playing a game, I'm going to win. I'm going to do whatever possible to win. I love to win. I've got a winning mentality. That's okay. Listen, it's okay to be a winner, and it's okay to want to win, okay? But there's more important things in life than winning, and I'm still trying to learn that. I've learned that the hard way a few times, okay? What else? Okay, so then around 7 years old, my parents got divorced, so I moved into my third house. And and literally, my freaking third house was right across the street. I'm not even lying. I literally had to walk down my hill from my old subdivision to get into my new subdivision, and I was in my new house, and it was crazy. Tyler Valley is the name of it. Yeah, Tyler Valley. And in Tyler Valley, I had a hard time because it was just weird. It was weird living with someone who wasn't my real family, okay? And I cried and I cried and I cried about every single day for probably a good year because I wanted my real family to be back together, and I didn't understand what a divorce was because I was only about 7 years old. And so I had to learn what a divorce was at about 7 years old, and it was crazy. I'm not kidding you. It was crazy. And but I learned. I did learn. Wow, I'm actually passing my house right now, my third house, and they built a fence around my third house. That's crazy. That is crazy. It looks good. It looks really, really good. I like the fence at the third house. Okay. Whoa! That's a really nice house. I'm driving. Now that I've told y'all that I am literally driving through my third neighborhood, let's continue to get back to the story. My microphone disconnected, but wow, these are some really nice houses. I totally forgot what the neighborhood looked like. But I have this humongous hill. Right now I'm about 10, 11 years old, and I'm living in my new neighborhood, and I had this ginormous hill, and I used to go to the very, very top of it with like my scooter or my bicycle or my skateboard. And let me tell you, I would probably go around like 25, 30 miles per hour down this hill. It's one of the biggest hills that I've ever seen in a neighborhood, like ever. It is so steep, it's so long. You can pick up some real speed in it. Not gonna lie. So and I used to come up to the top of the hill, and as soon as I would come up to the top of the hill, I would always talk to some guy. He would always be waiting on me, and he wasn't weird either. Just like young 20-year-old, didn't have many kids or anything. But we started talking, and he was like, "You like guitar?" Like, well, we started talking. I was like, "I love music. Music's been one of my biggest passions my whole entire life." And he said, "Well, do you play any instruments?" I said, "No, but I love to play the guitar." so he said, wait right here. And he gave me a guitar for free. My very first guitar, an electric guitar for free. And I will never forget that. And that's happened to me a lot of times in my life. People have given me free stuff. And it's like I say, I've got the favor of the Lord upon me. So sometimes people just bless me because the Lord has already blessed me. And at this time, I was also living with my dad in another house. He married a girl, and we started living in St. Albans, but St. Albans was so far away from his work and also our schools, all the kids' schools. So we decided to move to Hurricane, West Virginia, down Cow Creek, and I've started living there. So I've been in that house since I was 12, and then I just went through high school. And in high school, I hung out with all my friends, and I was the student section leader from 9th grade to 12th grade. In about 11th grade, in the summer of 11th grade, I started vlogging, and that's why Nicholas always is like, make Beach Vlog 7, and I'm like, I don't have any footage of Beach Vlog 7. But trust me, when I get footage of Beach Vlog 7, I will edit and I will make a Beach Vlog 7, and I will send it to Nicholas, and everybody can watch it. But yeah. And that's really my life. And now I am in college, and I'm going to be a teacher. I know Nick because I've worked at his camp for the last 2 years. And I'm super grateful to know him, and I'm so glad that he asked me to make this recording. And hopefully one day, if I graduate in the next 2 years at West Virginia State University for becoming a teacher, then I can teach at Winfield, and maybe I can teach Nicholas Winter and all of his friends. Yeah, I think that'd be really, really cool. And I know this wasn't 15 minutes long. I couldn't think of anything else to say. But thank you guys for watching so much. And I really appreciate that you guys joined this video and listened and whatever it's happening. But yeah, bye. See you later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And subscribe to Matt Wright Vlogs.